And welcome to the DC Everest Fieldhouse Friday night boys basketball coming up. I'm Chris Conley, voice of the Evergreens. DC Everest getting ready to take on Eau Claire Memorial. To our Old Abe's fans, welcome to our Zaleski Sports broadcast. We'll be underway about 5 minutes from now. Our pregame show is brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance, at Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. The Old Abe's have played twice so far this season. They've won both of their games. A win over Oshkosh West and most recently last week over Appleton West. Evergreens come in with a 1-2 record. Their win is over Eau Claire Memorial's crosstown rival, Eau Claire North, a game that was decided in overtime with North missing what would have been a game-winning shot at the buzzer in OT. So the Evergreens were 2-point winners there. They are 1-2 when most recently seen on Monday night. They traveled to the Fox Valley and lost by 21 to Ashwaubenon, which year after year is a good basketball program. Keep an eye on Cooper Jesperson tonight, the junior for Eau Claire, their leading scorer. He's a standout. Evergreens have been led in their game so far by Cohen Creeby. For the Evergreens, this is kind of an interesting game because Everest doesn't play again until a week from tonight. So they're off from this Friday until next Friday night. And a win here brings them back to 500. I think the Evergreens feel more like they're a 500 team than a 1-3 team. And you really don't want 7 days to kind of chew on a loss like this. Teams will be on their benches. We'll meet the starting lineups when we come right back. Basketball coverage tonight on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Go online to mutualofwausau.com, mutualofwausau.com, and you'll find an agent near you. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Chris Conley here. When these teams met a year ago, that was an interesting game, although personnel is different for both sides. Lead changes down the stretch until the Evergreens came away with a 66-65 win over at Memorial. Evergreens down the stretch of those types of games were Marcus Hall dependent. Marcus Hall, Everest's leading scorer last year, has graduated. Eau Claire Memorial brings a young team to the crowd. In fact, they have only, They have 3 seniors. Only one of them, Elliot Height, will start. Because these teams are in the same sectional for postseason play, they're on the schedule for one time each year, and they've played some good ones over the years. I can remember a state playoff game not too long ago, a game that went into double overtime. The Evergreens were setting up what they hoped would be a winning shot, trailing by one. It was blocked away at the buzzer. A very difficult end to the Everest basketball season that year. Our pregame shoot-around is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. Evergreens are wearing the pink. That's a fundraiser for their basketball team. That's their pregame. I don't know, I see pink and I think we're raising money for body parts. Right? Breast cancer fundraiser or something like that? Nope, we're raising money to help the team get on the coach bus from here to there. I mean, fundraising is an important part of any varsity program. Evergreens wear their home white, green numerals, yellow trim. Old Abe's have the black look with purple numerals and white trim. Again, year after year, Old Abe's have been a consistently good program. Again, so early in this season that the story for anyone has not been written yet. If you're seeing the Evergreens for the first time, they're an outside shooting-dependent team. A lot of their starters are in the starting lineup because they're good shooters from behind the three-point arcs. I mean, what does that mean? Three-point dependent teams just have a way of being inconsistent. There's going to be some game this season where the Evergreens will have 2 or 3 players who are just red hot, and they'll pull an upset. They'll just rain down threes on an opponent, and that game will go to their column. And there will be other games where three-point outside shooters will be cold, and the Evergreens will play poorly in that game. This is youth basketball night. You see the youth players coming out for the national anthem. They'll stand by their favorite Evergreen. I see that Cohen Preby appears to be gathering a crowd. Evergreens across their foul line. Eau Claire Memorial across their bench as the crowd is given the sportsmanship announcement. And we'll rise at the Fieldhouse. There's a big Friday night crowd here, so this place is going to get loud. And Eau Claire Memorial across the way is well represented. A lot of Old Abe fans have made the 90-minute drive across on Highway 29 to enjoy basketball tonight. Where else would you be on a Friday night? Now let's go down to court level for the national anthem. In fact, the crowd is being told here that the wearing of the pink is indeed a breast cancer fundraiser. See? Sometimes you just know.
Thank you, DC Everest community, for coming together for this special occasion. Your support makes a meaningful impact. Now let's turn up the volume. Wear our pink with pride and enjoy an unforgettable evening of basketball and unity. DC Everest Senior High School, Eau Claire Memorial, the Wisconsin Valley Conference and the WIAA require good sportsmanship, education-based sporting events. Attendance and interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. Racial, sexist, and ethnic comments or other intimidating acts directed at players, officials, opponents, and coaches will not be tolerated and can result in removal from the event. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. DC Everest would like to thank Aspirus Health and certified athletic trainer Blade Cameron for providing medical coverage for tonight's event. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart, and join us in playing and singing of the Star Spangled Banner.
What so proudly we
We meet our starting lineups. Let's give you a quick look around the Everest Athletic Department. Everest girls basketball lost in Mosinee, a rough one last night on the road to the Indians. Everest hockey is playing today and tomorrow in Milwaukee, playing Marquette Prep tonight. And again, we'll have the Everest boys and girls basketball doubleheader at Wausau East a week from tonight. Those will be Zaleski sports games from the East Gym. For the visiting Old A's, Elliott Height, Julius Clark, Bryce Radke, Cooper Jesperson, and Wesley Mungoba. Here come the Evergreens starting five. Colin Ebersol, one of two seniors who will start. Cade Felch, sophomore. Senior Cohen Preby. Beg your pardon, Cohen's a junior. Senior Owen Sayol. And junior Casey Studeman for the homestanding Evergreens. Again, a win puts Everest back at 500 for the year. Old Abe's looking to put their first three in the win column. We're sponsored by Elite Auto Care, where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. Evergreens quickly over to their bench in front of Coach Oliver Drake. Coach Drake will be our coach on the couch at halftime today. Elliott Height to jump against Colin Ebersol. We meet in the center circle. Whistle sounds. Let's light this candle. Tap back to the Evergreens. Will have the first possession. Casey Studeman gives it over to Cohen Preby. Set play for the first offensive look. Felch on the wing against man-to-man defense. Turnover. Old Abe's quickly into the front court, thinking about that three was Radke. Instead goes back out. He'll reset. Mgoba got a touch, rotates down low. That's a little too easy. Wesley moving without the ball, gets himself a two on the low blocks. Points off a turnover, 2-0 Old Abe's. Ebersol on the wing. Sayol up high, guarded closely. Back-to-back turnovers to open up the game. So they have the ball twice. Did not get a look at the basket either time. First touch for Julius Clark, now to the wing, driving in Jesperson, cut off, double teamed on the baseline. So the leading scorer gets nothing trying to go to the rack. Old Abe's go out and reset. Good defense for the Evergreens. Open three, high, arcing, short. Julius Clark off the front of the rim. Rebound to Ebersol. Here's Ebersol on the wing. Trying to find Sayol inside. Didn't have any separation. Didn't want to try and force that into a tight spot. On the overplay, Sayol bumped hard, round and out. Contact, but no whistle. Looking to drive in. Jesperson cut off, back out for a three, no good. Mgoba misses there, tapped around, and Preby secures the rebound for the Evergreens. Preby cut off along the baseline, kicks back out. Studeman in traffic, missed everything. Studeman was kind of caught in that in-between spot. I think he thought someone was coming on the weak side that he was going to pass to, and there was no one there. Yeah, Studeman I don't think was intending to shoot. That's why that awkward moment put the ball out of bounds. So it's only 2-0, even though this is not a particularly good start for Everett. Tried to fit that over the top to Mgoba. It's knocked away. Evergreens in transition. Preby to the rim. Good. Cohen Preby ties us at 2 apiece. This is Jesperson. Gives it up. Jesperson gets it back. Guarded closely. Yeah, the Evergreens put 2 players on Jesperson when he gets the ball. Baseline 3 is good. That's Julius Clark. Again, with the double team, someone's going to be free. They found Clark, the free man, and he made the Evergreens pay. Sale there is bumped. That's going to be a foul. Foul on Mboga, his first. Team's first, non-shooting. Evergreen's limb-bound from underneath their own basket. Foundation Finance says now's your chance to work with a company that understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012. Make the money you need with a flexible schedule, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one at Foundation Finance. Preby drives to traffic, kicks out. Felch open for the three, left it short. Rebound comes out to Preby. The Evergreens will get another look. Driving, basket, Owen Sale. Sparked by the offensive rebound. Open for a three that's contested, and it's good anyway. Cooper Jesperson with his first points of the night, and he had a man right in his grill. Didn't make a difference. 8-4. Do the Evergreens have an answer? Preby three, good. Trading from behind the arc. Preby's got 5 in the early going, 1-point game. Memorial's got 2 subs waiting at the scorer's table on the next stoppage. 3, he hit it again. Back contested threes for Jesperson. And the defense was tight. Nothing to complain about there. Kids hot from behind the arc right now. Lazy pass, and it's stolen. Mgoba makes an extra pass and almost turns it over. Gets it back. Jesperson drives in, kicks out. He's unselfish, called for an offensive foul. Plowed into the Everest defender who had his feet set. It was Colin Ebersold who took the charge. Two subs are in for the Old Abes. Here's Preby up with Jesperson on him. Set a high screen for Studeman. Studeman thought about driving, kicks out to Felch. Got his man in the air, tried to make an extra pass and turned over. Just into the game, Owen Gibson, senior, who just got his first touch a moment ago. Gibson again, now to the wing. There's Jesperson. Blocking foul. Jesperson to the free throw line. Express Employment says get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Cohen Preby is called for the foul. It's the Evergreens first. Jesperson, who's hit 2 quick threes, gets 2 free throws. Boy, the good ones all seem to be good free throw shooters too, don't they? Ebersol will come out for the Evergreens. Zachary Jones comes in. Eight points now in the early going for Cooper Jesperson. Preby cut off. Baseline, this is Felch. Felch on the dribble. Going the wrong direction. Clear out now to the rim. Extra pass, and it's turned over. Now the Evergreens get it back. Back out. Preby, open 3, left it short.
Good defense.
Chance for the Old Abes to build their lead if they score here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Evergreens take a timeout. Headkey has it, gives it over to Gibson, turned over. Well, since the Old Abes didn't come away with points, the Evergreens are ready to keep playing. (13-7). 12.5 to go till halftime. This is Studeman, looks to drive in. Studeman is fouled as he started that move. Non-shooting foul. Foul called on Ian Bauer, the sophomore, who came in during the last substitution for Eau Claire Memorial. It's a third team foul. Preby into the front court. Preby's got his dribble. Sale now low blocks. Can he back in? Spins, tries to duck under, makes an extra pass to Studeman, who's also double teamed. Felch was open for a moment, did not take the three. Evergreens will reset. This Old Abe's man-to-man defense is tight and is tough for the Evergreens to operate against. Studeman back to Sale. Nice moving without the ball. Sale gets his second bucket of the ball game. Passed and cut to the rim, and Studeman found him. So that's an assist for Casey. Loose here along the baseline. Traveled. Evergreens will get the ball back. In comes Xavier Edwards for Owen Sale. So Xavier Edwards and Zachary Jones on the court at the same time. That's the Evergreens' best defensive alignment. Two guys who are not necessarily shooters, but when they're on defense can lock things down. Preby driving to the rim, a lot of contact, looking for a foul that did not come. Preby's a little slow getting up. Long outlet pass, turned over. Long pass there that's tipped out of bounds. Last off the Evergreens player. Tipped by the Old Abe's defender, but then off Preby. Evergreens have turned the ball over 6 times, Old Abe's 5, so that's a lot for both of these varsity teams. But we're early. Got a whistle here. Got a foul on the Evergreens trying to guard Cooper Jesperson. Now what do we got here? That's going to be a foul the other way. That's on Jesperson. At least I think it is. Got a whistle. This is a bailout foul. As Xavier Edwards was losing the ball, the late whistle will keep the possession with the Evergreens. I believe that foul is on Ian Bauer with 2 fouls off the bench. Will likely go back to the bench now. Casey Studeman gets a spell. Ebersold's back in for the Evergreens. Under 11 to play in the first half. Xavier Edwards. Picked up his dribble, don't want that. Back out to Preby. Edwards open for a 3, didn't take it. Drives in, kind of tangled up here and goes back out. Good reset for the Evergreens. Preby looks to split defenders, pass to the corner. Zachary Jones open 3, no good. Follows his miss and is going to get back to the rim. He's in traffic, got a reach-in foul. Foul's going to be on the Old Abe's. Could be their 5th team foul. Reach-in on Caleb Yates. Back out, 3-ball open for Preby, no good. Ebersold fights for the rebound but couldn't squeeze it, goes out of bounds. So again, the Evergreens not so good from behind the three-point arc, which you think is going to be a strength of this team, just cold for now. Only 1 3 from Cohen Preby. Mgoba is back in for the Old Abe's. Off the wing, Julius Clark, pull up 2, left it short. He's fading backwards, so that made it a tougher shot than it had to be. Ebersold, long outlet pass to Zachary Jones. Jones was tied up for a moment there, gets it back to Preby. Preby splits defenders. Felch open for a 3 from the corner. Good! 1-point game. Felch is the streakiest of shooters. You may want to find him the next time down the floor. Here's a steal. Preby. Ungabe is the player back, and that's going to be a clean block. Ball is loose. Felch gets it back out. Zachary Jones was open. Didn't pop. Extra pass down low, driving in. Basket for Zachary Jones. And the Evergreens have taken the lead. First time tonight, 14-13. Momentum wears the white and green of Everest right now. 9 minutes to go. Three ball here on the quick release. Too strong for Bryce Hedke. Evergreens get the rebound. Xavier Edwards. Rebounding about even though Eau Claire is a slightly bigger team. Driving into the rim. This is a block. Free throws are coming up. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line we go. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Caleb Yates is called for his second foul. The Evergreens will be in the bonus for the next 8:45 until halftime. First free throw, that's a rare miss at the foul line for Cohen Preby. Going to be one of the best free throw shooters by the time the season is done in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Zachary Jones comes out. Casey Studeman's back in for the Evergreens. Studeman is Everest's tallest player. Preby hits 1 of 2. He has 6 points to lead Everest right now. And the Evergreens have a 2-point lead. Cooper Jesperson, who had a quick 8 but's been quiet lately on the clear out. That's a little too easy. Wesley Mgoba now has 4 points. Tied 15 apiece. Entertaining, competitive first half so far. Fun Friday night of basketball. On the clear out, Studeman is stopped. Xavier Edwards fancy between the legs. Set a screen for X, cut off along the baseline. Not sure where he wants to go with this ball and goes back out to Felch. The Evergreens will reset. Preby thought about the three. Felch, he hit them there before, and he's got back-to-back. Put an X there for Cade Felch, who's hit his last 2 from behind the arc, 18-15 Everest. Mgoba down low again. Lucky he wasn't put on the foul line. Edwards may have bumped him too. Wesley's got 6. Loose ball in the backcourt. Felch fastest to it. Felch with his dribble. Studeman. Extra pass down low in a tight spot to Preby, who spins and misses. Preby went from the strong side to the weak side and rolled it off the rim. Chance for a lead change here. Open 3. This is Mgoba from the corner. It's good. Defense didn't rotate over him. Wesley's got 9, so it's a new high scorer for the Old Abe's. And Memorial's now up by 2. Barring a run in the final 6.5, this is a game that's going to be decided in the second half. We wouldn't have it any other way. Xavier Edwards bumped to the free throw line. I don't think there's going to be continuation here. This is going to be a 1-and-1 instead of 2 shots. And Xavier Edwards has free throws coming up from the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Julius Clark is called for the foul. 1-and-1. Xavier Edwards first is a line drive and it's short. Here is Jesperson, double teamed up high. Evergreens have only 1 team foul, so down the stretch of this first half, the Evergreens have lots of fouls to give. Jesperson again on the clean out, double team late getting to him. He may have stepped out of bounds there and turned it over. I think he realized he was operating in tight territory and lost the ball to Colin Ebersold. 2 would tie it, 3 would give us another lead change. Preby kicks out. Studeman in the lane, extra pass. Studeman gets an assist for Colin Ebersold, tied at 20. Back and forth we go. Here's Hedke with the ball. Gives it over to Owen Gibson. Evergreens are looking to trap up high. Open for a three. Yeah, the double team left no one there. Wide open, and it's a miss, but Julius Clark follows, gets another look, no good. Evergreens secure it. Studeman grabs it. Tie game. Ebersol looks to drive the baseline, kicks it out, back out. Preby, open, three, short. Ebersol could not grab the rebound there. And Boga gets it for the Old A's. 5 minutes to go in a competitive first half. And Goba's pass is knocked away. That's the Old Abe's 9th turnover. To the other end, Preby, contact. Preby's frustrated. Turned around like he thought he was bumped. Evergreens have two back, settling for outside shot. It's good. Julius Clark has just hit his second three of the half. 5 threes for Eau Claire Memorial, and the Old Abe's are taking a timeout. They lead 23-20 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
That three just before the timeout for the Old Abe's is our fourth lead change of the first half. I'm Chris Conley, and we're sponsored by Express Employment Professionals. Find your next career at Express Employment Professionals, location Stevens Point, Wausau, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com, expresspros.com. And Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. That's merrillsteel.com. Old Abe's wanted this timeout for the first time. The Evergreens will operate against full court pressure. That's knocked away. It'll stay with the Evergreens. Owen Gibson with the tight defense. So the Evergreens just have to recognize and be careful. Inbounds to Studeman, who's got Elliott Height on him. Studeman gets into the front court on the dribble. Picks up the dribble. Finds Ebersol on the baseline. Ebersol now. Studeman spins towards the rim. Got his man up in the air. A lot of contact. Studeman scores anyway. Casey's first points of the night. 1 point game. Entry pass to Height, kicks back out. That's from behind the backboard. Tough shot and a miss. Preby couldn't squeeze it, tipped it, and missing at the rim is Elliott Height. Cade Felch gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Chance for Everest to take the lead here if they could score. Sale faked his man and drives to the rim. Owen Sales got 6. There's a fifth lead change. Yeah, these teams put on a great show last year. Fancy to the rim. Wow, just better with the ball handling than anyone else. Cooper Jesperson now has 10. Old Abe's take the lead back by a point. Studeman again, bumped. Saw the double team, saw the man from behind. And it's Cohen Preby who turns it over. Missing at the rim, looking for a foul, was Julius Clark, not called. Outlet pass. Preby, travel, no basket. And they're going to say Preby dragged that back foot as he was moving towards the basket. Caleb Yates comes in. Elliott Height comes out for Eau Claire. Evergreens are making a substitution too. Studeman is out. Zachary Jones is back in for Everest. Memorial by 1 and the ball. Mboga to the front court. Entry pass down low, right off the bench. points for Eau Claire's Caleb Yates, his first basket of the night. 2.5 to go until halftime on this possession. Driving in, Preby got caught underneath, made an extra pass to Zachary Jones, had Mgoga up, and it's off of Jones, turned over. Tight defense gets the Old Abe's the ball back. Bryce Hedke will walk it up. Evergreens look like they'll pick up half-court man-to-man defense. In the hands of Jesperson for a moment. Jesperson and Mgoba look like they could be a good combination when they're on the floor together. Jesperson drives in, makes an extra pass, kicks out, open for a three, but passing on it is Heitke. Along the baseline, saved, kick out. Driving in, got a foul. It's on the Evergreens non-shooting. But there's only the second foul called against Everest. And it's on Colin Ebersold, his first. Old Abe's will inbound underneath. Jesperson again. Ebersold's on him. Entry pass down low, tipped away and turned over. Three would tie it. Felch looks to drive in. Cut off. Extra pass. Zachary Jones in traffic at the rim. Scores! Zachary Jones has 4 points. 1 point game now. Under 90 seconds to play in the first half. Quick pop three, fading backwards. It's good. Cooper Jesperson, who now has 13. Biggest lead either of these teams have had in a while, and it's only 4 points. So a nip and tuck first half. Evergreens turned it over. Ball's loose. Evergreens get it. Tipped over to Sale. Under a minute now till halftime. Evergreens look to trim this 4-point deficit. Ebersold guarded closely. Felch is a full step behind the arc. Entry pass now to Sale in traffic. Zachary Jones kicked out. Who's open? Felch, three. Felch didn't have his feet set, and he missed. Felch was moving instead of set for that shot. 30 seconds left, not holding for one. No, why not when Cooper Jesperson can fill it up? 33-26, back-to-back makes from behind the arc for Jesperson. Evergreens will hold for a final shot. To the corner, Zachary Jones almost lost the handle, quickly double team. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, it's turned over, and Eau Claire, the Old Abe's, stripped there and out of bounds. 1 second left, but the Old Abe's will have the ball underneath. Evergreens are going to sub in Xavier Edwards, a better defensive player. 1 second to operate with. Old Abe's have opened up a 7-point lead. This will count if it goes. It's a miss, and we go to halftime. The Evergreens will get the ball to start the second half with a 7-point hole to dig out of. It's 33-26 at halftime. Our halftime coverage on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Greenheck Group, the global leader in creating air movement and control equipment. Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers, the perfect place for the next step in your career. See if Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com, greenheck.com. Coach Oliver Drake is our coach on the couch. 33-26, Old Abe's lead DC Everest at halftime on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with DC Everest Evergreens boys basketball coach Oliver Drake. Coach, you begin year number 2 this year, but let's first just take a pause. We'll reflect on last year, and I think probably where we start this discussion is Marcus Hall, obviously one of the premier players in the entire state last year. What was it like coaching a basketball guy like Marcus Hall?
Well, it's a privilege. You know, anytime you get an opportunity to coach somebody who is so passionate about the game and, you know, just was an outstanding leader. I mean, for what you saw on game night, he was he was even better behind the scenes, from a student to how he treats people to everything that he's about. And so it was an absolute privilege. He definitely really left a mark on our program, not just on the court, but the way he treated young players in our program, and obviously planted that seed with young players in our program that what's possible here at DC Everest if you put in a ton of work and do all the right things. So it was an absolute privilege to coach Marcus Hall.
As I said, last year was year one with the program, so making those building blocks and forming those traditions and standards going forward. Looking back on last year, what was just maybe one or two of your favorite memories with you and the guys from last year?
Yeah, it's hard to put one or two memories. I think the biggest thing for me is just the way the guys accepted being coached and being held accountable and accepted the standards that we're putting in play here, and just really allowed themselves to be pushed outside their comfort zone. And I think that led to team success, having 18 wins and winning a playoff game, playing in a regional final game, beating a really good Appleton East game. So I think it's just those bonds and those relationships that were formed. We had some outstanding seniors. We're going to miss them like crazy, but our relationship with the players that graduate from our program is just beginning, and I can't wait to see what they accomplish in their future. So I think it always goes back to that relationship piece. Well, really appreciating the way the guys worked and the way they held themselves accountable and the way they allowed themselves to be coached. It was a pretty awesome group.
I mentioned, so year two is underway now. Let's tell us about those first 2 weeks of practice this year and how that compared to last year. Now that you've got another year, a whole year under your belt, a lot of those guys now know you. Obviously, the incoming freshmen, that's a different thing, but kind of compare and contrast year one and year two, those first couple weeks of practice.
Yeah, our guys have done a phenomenal job. Obviously, anytime you have returning players in a returning system, our players have really done a nice job of setting the tone and doing the things that we want to have done, the things that take no talent, to the way that we talk to each other, to the way that we coach each other. Our players are really starting to understand that it's got to become a players run program. If it's coach driven, it can only get so far. And our players have done a really nice job of taking that leadership role, making sure things are squared up, on the court, behind the scenes. And that's always fun to see the growth from year to year. But certainly there's a ton of growth that takes place from year one to year two. And all the credit goes to our players. They've done a great job with that.
Talking to DC Everest Evergreens boys basketball coach Oliver Drake. Let's talk about this year's group of seniors. And Coach, I'm cautioning you right away. You don't have to mention names, because once you mention one, you forget one, you get all kinds of trouble. But tell us about the expectations. What do you want out of a senior group?
Well, our three seniors, Colin, AJ, and Owen have done a great job. And what we want from all of our players, but certainly our seniors, is just that sense of thankfulness for the opportunity to do what we get to do. This thing goes by really fast. And so them making sure that they leave the program better than they found it. They also leave with no regrets. And that starts with working. And, some people want things to be microwaved. Nothing good can get microwaved. Like it's got to be in a slow cooker. And that's the work that we do every single day, and making sure our seniors really set the tone with just getting after it. And our three seniors have done a great job of that thus far. And so we want to see them end their career feeling like they left it all out there, and they're off to a good start with that.
You might give me a different answer to this in February, but here early season, what's the one part of your team that you want to lead with right now, whether that be, shooting, defense, whatever it may be? What's that one thing that you can sit on the bench and just count on these guys? I think they've got it figured out this early in the season.
I think just the cohesiveness. This group really is good to each other. They've played a lot of basketball together. So just really looking as one unit, whether it's offensively, defensively, running our sets, running, our quick hitters, based on just seeing us be cohesive, one unit, willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. So I've been really impressed with our cohesiveness, really impressed with our guys' willingness to accept roles and to take those and run with them.
How would you like to answer that question in February?
Well, I'm very optimistic that our defense will be something that we can hang our hats on, and our rebounding and valuing the basketball. I really feel like if you defend at a high level, you rebound at a high level, and you value the basketball at a high level, you got a chance in every game. Shots come and go. You can't hang your hat on great shooting nights every night, but you can hang your hat in those three areas. So I would say those three areas: just being really tough with the basketball, being a great half-court defensive team, and making sure we win the glass every night from a rebounding standpoint.
As a coach, what do you do differently on a road game versus a home game? Because there are different things that happen. You know, the bus rides and this gym and the locker room somewhere else. How do you help your guys be better on the road games?
Well, I think number one is just settle in. You know, just everybody kind of taking a deep breath on the road. I also think that the road games are great opportunities to kind of have us against the world, and knowing that you're going to go into another gym and another place. And so we just look at road games as unbelievable opportunities. Obviously, you want to compete and win in everything that you do, but there's a different feeling when you win on the road. So I think that it starts with just really settle down, relax. Let's get some good looks early in the game. So getting some quick hitters that hopefully allow our offense to play inside out, get some high percentage shots, because shooting percentages typically drop on the road. Not always, but typically they do. And how you can negate some of that is, I think, get some higher percentage looks. So as a coach, running some quick hitters and some sets to get the ball inside early, I think is a great way to settle in on the road as well.
We'll have our full interview with Coach Oliver Drake at our Zaleski Sports YouTube channel. It's halftime. I'm Chris Conley. The Old Abes outplayed the Evergreens down the stretch of the first half. That's why they have this 34-26 lead. I had said before intermission that the Evergreens would get the ball to start the second half. Not true. The Evergreens won the opening tap. There was not a tied-up ball in the first half. So it'll be the Old Abes who will possess first. We are sponsored by Toyland, now open at Fleet Farm with the price match guarantee. If you find a lower toy price, they'll beat it by 5%. Get the best price on a huge selection of toys at Fleet Farm. Cooper Jesperson has 4 threes, and he leads all scorers with 16. Wesley Mboga has 9, 6 for Julius Clark, and Caleb Yates has 2. All of the Old Abes scoring from 4 players. They hit 7 threes in the first half, 2 for 2 from the foul line. They turned it over 11 times. Evergreen's more balanced attack. Cade Felch, Cohen Preby, and Owen Sale each have 6. 4 points for Zachary Jones, 2 for Casey Studeman, and 2 for Colin Ebersol. Evergreens have only 3 threes in the first half. They'll need more than that in the second half. Evergreens are 1 for 2 from the foul line, and they've turned the ball over 10 times. Basketball tonight is brought to you by Camping World of Rothschild, just off I-39, with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Visit Camping World of Rothschild. And JD Tube Benders, a staple in the Walsall Industrial Park for years, has a full-service tube bending operation. This large employer could be the next step in your career. Apply at jdtube.com. That's jdtube.com. We'll get the second half underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot. People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
The teams have completed their halftime shoot-around, ready to go for the second half. Old Abes get the ball. This is Chris Conley. Glad you're joining us for Friday night boys high school basketball on Zaleski. As we mentioned before, Everest hockey is in action tonight. They're playing their 2 games today and tomorrow down in Milwaukee. Marquette Prep tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon, Waukesha West. When last seen on Zaleski Sports, the Everest hockey team 10-0 winners over Barron. Whistle sounds, play is in for the second half. We've got an Everest hockey game on Tuesday down at Wisconsin Rapids on these Zaleski Sports channels. Rapids is good too, so we'll have Rapids fans and Everest hockey fans in our audience. There's Jesperson with the ball, got Ebersold on him. No look pass. Yeah, the good ones make everyone around them better, don't they? Finds Bryce Heitke down low for Heitke's first basket. Biggest lead of the night, 9 points for the Old A's. No panic for the Evergreens, just don't want to dig yourself too deep a hole. Priebe off a screen, splits defenders, spinning, missing, tried to get Studeman to tip it in, ball's loose. Studeman looking around for a foul that was not called. 3-on-2 the other way. Basket, free throws coming up for Elliott Height. For great food, cold drinks for any occasion, visit Walsall's favorite postgame spot. It's Wiggly Field and Dome. Lunch, dinner, or a getaway with friends. Always a great atmosphere at Wiggly Field and Dome on Schofield Avenue. Fouls on Cade Felch is first. Okay, off the backboard and in. Missed so bad it was okay for Elliott Height, his first point of the night. Missed that one. Studeman lost the handle on it. It's out of bounds, but to the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards will come in for Studeman. Studeman was down and rolling around on the court. Hard battle for that last rebound. Full court pressure now. Xavier Jones beats it 3-on-2 for the Evergreens if they hurry. Settling for a three. Sale, good! Could have taken the ball to the rack for two. Instead, why not? Hit the outside three. This is Jesperson with Ebersold on him. Ebersold's a good defender. I think won that battle. Now over to Height. This is Mgoba, fancy at the rim, and he scored. Moved left, moved right, and got to the glass for the basket. See if the Evergreens have an answer. Xavier Edwards here. Mboga is on him. Priebe was played a little soft there. He thought about the three, instead tries to operate along the baseline. Cut off, gets into the paint. Pretty move at a basket. Cohen Priebe. He's got 8 for the Evergreens. 7-point game, just where it was at halftime. Entry pass now to the baseline. Open for a three, but passing on it. Mgoba drives in and scores. Wesley now has 13. Yeah, it's a two-man show and a nice supporting cast for these Old A's. Jesperson's got quality, so does Mgoba. Priebe bumped, fades away. That's a tough shot and a miss. Battling for the rebound and not getting it was the Evergreens' Ebersold. 3 from the corner. That missed everything. Too strong. Pinballs around. Sales got it for the Evergreens. It's a chance for the Old A's to go up by double digits for the first time tonight. Sale off a screen, long 2. Left it short. Mboga gets the rebound. Got another chance for the Old A's to stretch this into double digits. Looking to drive in his Heitke, kicks it back out. This is a long 2, and it's good for Cooper Jesperson. First points of the second half. Coop's up to 18. Almost stolen. 3 from Priebe. Good! Priebe hits. The Evergreens will take a timeout. The bucket makes it an 8-point game. We'll take a timeout too on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Welcome back to the Everest Fieldhouse. Because both of these teams can knock down threes, you get the feeling that momentum could shift as we go through the second half. Did you hear the news that the owner of Elegant Occasions is retiring? So now's the best time to make an appointment at Elegant Occasions for your high school formal gowns. Prom and homecoming dresses, 30% off. Sizes 00 to 26 in stock. Winter formal and prom tuxedos will be delivered directly to you when you order from Elegant Occasions. Make an appointment at elegantoccasions.net. Jesperson and the Evergreens now put Zachary Jones on him, and Jones had a little trouble keeping up. Driving in, reversing at the rim, and scoring is Julius Clark, who now has 8. 10-point game. Here's Seol on the wing, guarded closely. Seol looks to drive in. He's bumped. Back out, Preby. Preby splits defenders, kicks out. Seol splits defenders to the rack. Everything but a finish. Tapped around. Evergreens get another look. Secured by Xavier Edwards. Preby is fouled as he started that move to the rim. Non-shooting foul coming up. Culligan Water says you can get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water online, CulliganH2O.com. CulliganH2O.com. Bryce Hetke is called for his second personal foul. Team's first of the half, and Preby will inbound underneath. In traffic to Seol. Seol spins, cut off on the baseline, got a double team around him, gets it back out. Evergreens will reset. Zachary Jones and Xavier Edwards. This is the defensive set for the Evergreens. To the wing, Jones is open. 3-ball left it short. No one there for the rebound for Everest. Owen Gibson clears the boards easily. Left open for a 3. Too strong for Julius Clark. Zachary Jones gets the long rebound out. A 10-point deficit, and the Evergreens have a lot of time to cut into it. Xavier Edwards. Jones guarded up high. Entry pass to Seol, bumped off his mark. Seol caught underneath, kick back out, open. Preby got to hit that. Off the front rim, no good. Preby usually knocks that down. Clear out to the rim, scoring is Cooper Jesperson. First player to 20 tonight. 12-point lead, largest, and Preby is being ridden and got a foul called here. Julius Clark is called for his first foul, team's second. Evergreens inbound underneath. Preby will trigger it in. And the Evergreens are calling a timeout. Thought they were going to get caught on the 5 count there. The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school here in Wisconsin. The RVA strives to offer families the tools and resources to provide a strong academic foundation for each child. They'll get the flexibility to learn at their own schedule and their own pace. They even host hundreds of free events around the state to foster friendships among students. Learn more online at ruralvirtual.org. We'll be back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Evergreen's been outscored 13-8 since halftime. They've got the ball after the timeout. Memorial by 12. Here's Seol to the basket. Basket good for Owen Seol, who's cooking on a nice night. He's got 11. Got around Mboga there. Here's Clark. Clark on the clear out scores. A little too easy getting to the basket there. Clark's now got 10. You know, it's been different in the second half for Eau Claire Memorial. They built this lead. They have not turned the ball over since halftime. Along the baseline in traffic, while the Evergreens now have. Wow, no one picked up on Mgoga. He couldn't believe how open he was, and he's fouled, non-shooting. Fouled as he followed his own miss. Again, he thought someone was going to rotate over to him. That kind of threw off his shot. Owen Sayold is called for the foul, his first, second on the team. Old Abe's will inbound underneath. To the corner, Owen Gibson goes back out all alone for a three. Good. Someone's got to get on him. Julius Clark hits his third three of the night. So steadily, Eau Claire Memorial has built this lead, 51-36. Driving in, Zachary Jones. He's fouled, and the basket's going to count. Chance for a three-point play for the Evergreens. Mboga has just picked up his third foul. The Zachary Jones basket is good, and he'll get a free throw coming up. We go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Three-pointer completed. The Evergreens need that. 12-point game. Evergreens look like they want to trap defensively now. See how that works out for them. Break the timeline on the pass. Mboga stays in the game with 3 fouls. Spin move, cut off. There is Clark back out for a three. It's good. Yeah, you know, you thought that shooting the three would be one of the Everest strong points. In fact, it's Eau Claire Memorial that's been hitting a lot of the threes in this game. Xavier Edwards to the corner. Sayol saved it. Felch guarded closely. Back out. Edwards in the lane. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Got a loose ball foul. It's on Eau Claire. Zachary Jones looked like he was bent backwards fighting for that rebound. He's okay. Kind of looked like he was stretching out his back right after that. Bryce Heike is called for his third personal foul. Team's fourth. Evergreens inbound to the corner. Felch, that's a tough spot. Here's Cohen Preby. Preby to the rim, scores, and he's fouled. A three-point play coming up. Boy, that's one of those 50-50 calls. They're going to say that the Old Abe's defender did not have his feet set. So Preby scores, and we'll get to the foul line. Julius Clark has picked up his second personal foul. Preby now has 13 and a chance at the foul line to make it its 14th point of the night. .12-point game. That's knocked away, a turnover. First time the Old Abes have turned it over in the half. Three, good from Cohen Preby. The Evergreens have been making some steady progress. They've got this down from 15 to 9, but then made it too easy on the other end of the floor. Cooper Jesperson's got to be accounted for. No one was on him. Needed a body on him there. Coop to 22. Cut off as Zachary Jones back out to Sayol. Back out, Preby. Preby driving in, fancy to the rim. Preby's heating up. Evergreens want a timeout. They've gotten this back down to 9. 9.5 left. See if the Evergreens can complete this comeback. They're building on a little momentum now. We'll be back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, my name is Preston. I have the Abbey Bank Bright Future checking account for kids and teens. I really like the mobile wallet feature. I just tap my phone to pay for snacks or anything at a store. I get my own debit card that my mom can transfer money into. She can also turn my card on or off if I misplace it. Plus, Abbey Bank gave me a bonus after I made my first deposit. Mom, if you're listening, send more money, please.
Visit us online at abbeybank.com to learn more. Abbey Bank is a member FDIC.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Tonight's basketball game between the Old Abes and Evergreens is brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese. Join the team at Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. You'll work at a state-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay, culture, and much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Great Lakes Cheese. Learn more at greatlakescheese.com. Old Abes have the ball. And a 9-point edge on the cleanout. Evergreens gave up points again. Julius Clark. Clark has 9 in the second half and 15 tonight. Here's Sayol back out to Preby. Preby's been a monster in the second half. Felch misses. Mboga gets the rebound. That's a travel, I think. No, foul called first. Evergreen's third team foul, and it's on Owen Sayol, his second personal foul. Old Abes will rebound right in front of their bench. With his dribble, Ian Bauer. To Jesperson, Bauer's got it back. Finds the man in the corner, open, good, 3. Bryce Hedke. Yeah, it is the Old Abes who are the hotter team from the outside. The Old Abes points are simply coming easier. They've led by as many as 15, and the lead's back at 14 now. Evergreen's had it down to 9 a few minutes ago. Contested at the rim, Xavier Edwards fighting for this tied-up ball. It'll go to the Evergreens. Evergreens want Casey Studeman back in. Owen Sayol will go out. Let's thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. Studeman right off the bench gets a touch. Mboga is on him. Studeman spins around. That's a nice take to the rim. Studeman points off the bench for the Evergreens. No time like now to start the comeback. I think the Evergreens probably, here, no one open on the defense. Yeah, the Evergreens have had a defensive problem today. Too many open shots. Bryce Hedke hits his second 3. He's got 8. Evergreen's been trying to double up some players, and Eau Claire's done a good job at finding the open man. Driving in and a lot of traffic, no foul, as Preby was hoping for a whistle that didn't come. Kick out, down low. Mboga scores again. 6 in the second half and 15 tonight. Bad time for Everest to be looking at their biggest shortfall of the night. Memorial by 17. Studeman picks up his dribble, fights to the rim, and scores. Casey Studeman back-to-back makes. Double team along the baseline. I think he dribbled out of bounds. So they're going to call a foul. Cooper Jesperson operating in very tight quarters there. That foul is on Colin Ebersold. It is his second, fourth on the team. As we come down the stretch of this one, neither team's close to the bonus. 5 team fouls on the Old Abes, 4 team fouls on the Evergreens. Cohen Preby's coming out for a breather here. Sakari Jones came back in. This is going to be a short break on the bench for Preby. It's hard to imagine the Evergreens with a comeback with Preby not on the floor. Thinking about that open three, driving in. Boy, Eau Claire's been good at getting to the rack too. The inside-outside game has just been working tonight. They've been able to knock down a lot of threes. They've been able to get to the basket too. Evergreens have not had defensive answers this evening. 6 minutes to go. Things get a little more comfortable for the Old Abes down the stretch. Studeman double-teamed, almost lost the handle. He's pushed. That's the Old Abes' last foul to give down the stretch of this game. Bryce Heitke has just picked up his 4th foul. Heitke's going to come out. Elliot Height comes back in. Studeman and Boga on him. He traveled. No, they're going to say he was pushed first. 1-1 coming up for Casey Studeman. And Boga fouled him. The scoreboard says that's his second. My scorecard has him for 3 personal fouls. 1-1 here for Casey Studeman. It's a make. Studeman will get one more. Evergreens are 3 for 3 at the foul line in the second half. We are sponsored by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned cooperative offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Ag Country has offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Medford. Julius Clark cut off, and Boga misses. Rebound pinballs around. Cade Felch has it for Everest. 5.5 to go. Here's Xavier Edwards. Felch is open in the corner. Thought about popping the 3. Gives it up to Ebersold, and the Evergreens go back outside. Studeman in traffic. Hard look, and got it in. Studeman with just the right touch. 7 in the second half, 9 overall for Casey Studeman. But Eau Claire's lead still comfortable for right now. They're up by 14. This is a reach-in, a foul on the Evergreens. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction's been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department to assist with municipal and industrial situations. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Timeout on the floor after the foul on Cade Felch. We'll take a break, too, on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Out of the timeout, Eau Claire Memorial has the ball and a 14-point lead. We're brought to you by SC Swiderski. And SC Swiderski Apartment or Home is where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. There have only been 2 turnovers in the second half, 1 apiece each side. Hard to come back when the other team has been so careful with the basketball. Ian Bauer over to Julius Clark. Clark drives in, he scores at the rim. Yeah, Eau Claire seems to be able to get to the rack anytime they want to. Julius Clark's had a big second half. 13 points since halftime. Preby goes cross-court to Felch. Thought about the 3, drives in, cut off. Entry pass down low to Studeman, who scores. Studeman on the low blocks. There's not enough time, though, for the Evergreens to trade baskets. Need stops or turnovers. 4 minutes to go. A rare turnover. Obviously, every possession for the Evergreens is critical. I don't know, hope springs eternal if they can get this down to single digits. Turned over, taken right back. 3 ball, need this one, and they got it. Preby hits the 3. Beg your pardon, that's Owen Sale. Sale with the 3. 14 for Owen tonight. Turned over. And given right back. Evergreens needed to be more careful with the ball there. And Bogue is going to be trapped in the corner. And Eau Claire Memorial will take a timeout. They lead by 11 with 2:47 left. Does time run out on the Evergreens tonight? Well, brought to you by Nicolet Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Edgar, Medford, and Merrill. Learn more online at nicoletbank.com. Back after this timeout on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Here we go. We're at the Everest Fieldhouse. 7-point lead for the Old Abes at halftime. They've led by as many as 17. Their lead's 11 now, and Memorial's got the ball out of the timeout. Everest won the JV game before we came on air by 11. 3 from the corner, it's short. A rare miss for Cooper Jesperson. Ahead to Preby, who misses at the rim. And Bryce Hedke doesn't pop that 3. He knows that time off the clock is more important in this situation than a shot from long range. Smart basketball. on the clear out, caught in traffic. Kick out 3, no good. Well, you know what? Look at that. Hits the rim and falls. Ian Bauer, his first points of the night. Under 2 minutes to play, and Eau Claire Memorial starting to look like they're going to go 3-0 on the season. Studeman in traffic, he's stripped. Free throws coming up. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line we go. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. That is Wesley Mboga's third foul. The ruling that Studeman was not in the act of shooting, so this is a 1-and-1 for Casey Studeman. Gets the first, and we'll get the bonus now. Studeman has 13 tonight in what looks like a losing cause. Wow, Jesperson just moved right past Xavier Edwards, and Jesperson scores again. 24 for him. I think he averages 26, so at 24 points and high score tonight, he's still below his season average. Long three for Preby, high, arcing, short. Rebound was tipped around, comes to Caleb Yates. Yep, a minute to go. So the Evergreens are going to fall to 1-3. They'll be off and they'll get some time in the gym until they play next Friday on the road at Wausau East. East looks to be improved from past seasons, so that'll be a conference opener for the Evergreens, and it's not a given. That'll be part of a Friday night boys and girls basketball doubleheader here on Zaleski Sports. Julius Clark misses. Clark gets it back. Old Abe's look like they'll be heard from this year in the Big Rivers Conference. They'll take this year's meeting against DC Everest. Evergreen not fouling here. The Old Abe's can simply run out the clock. Old Abe's are holding on to the ball, and that's going to do it. Final score, Memorial defeats Everest 61-75. Congratulations to the Old Abe's, and we wish them best of luck for this season. 24 points for Cooper Jesperson. Post-game coverage is coming up. Stay tuned for the Merrill Steel post-game show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. That wraps up our play-by-play coverage for tonight. Behind 24 for Cooper Jesperson. Eau Claire outplayed the Evergreens in the second half in a 75-61 win to go to 3-0 on the season. The Evergreens fall to 1-3. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us tonight on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our three facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield. Thank you.
That's great. Okay. When we're ready to go, we'll meet at the tee. We'll fight these.
Okay, so.
We're going to need like a little area right here, please.
Yeah.
On either side, we're going to get a thumbs up over here. Post-game coverage at DC Everest. The Old Abes go to 3-0 on the season, 75-61 tonight. Coach, I thought you had the inside-outside game working. You were able to hit from the outside. You were also able to get to the rack a lot tonight.
Yeah, I thought in the second half we did a much better job of being focused on getting to the rim. I think we shot like 75% in the second half, and most of that was because we were at the rim. Then the threes look a lot more open because you're condensing that defense. So kudos to our guys of making the adjustment of half and not falling in love with the three, but getting to the rim to initiate our offense, and then using the three to kind of capitalize.
Everest was trying to double team a lot on defense. You guys did a good job finding who was open.
Well, you know, when you got a player like Cooper Jesperson, it makes you look pretty smart as a coach. So, you know, we spaced the floor well. Cooper made some great reads. We had some guys really start to take a step forward in the varsity competition, and I was really happy with how we handled their pressure.
11 turnovers in the first half. That's a little high, but much more careful with the ball in the second half as your lead widened. You turned the ball over only 3 times since halftime. Was that a halftime emphasis for you?
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the few things we said at half, is that we had too many turnovers, and they weren't. We felt that we were being too quick with the ball. We weren't making our reads and kind of being who we were. And again, these guys have such great leadership. The last thing I heard from these guys is, "Hey guys, let's be who we are." I heard one of the players say that. And to see them come out and execute in the second half like this gives me a lot of hope as we continue to build this thing.
Congratulations. Good start this season. Happy bus ride home. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, it always feels better on a Friday night.
Cooper Jesperson, 24 points tonight. Quick release on some of those threes.
Yeah, man. I've been working on my shot a lot.
You guys look like you had an advantage, too, driving to the basket, but sometimes it looked like you were just the faster team.
Yeah, obviously all of us are pretty athletic, so I trust my guys to get into the hoop.
Talk a little about some of your team goals. Obviously, you're off to a good start this season.
Yeah, like you said, we're off to a good start. We just want to stay consistent, be disciplined, work hard every day in practice, get better, just become the best team we can be, and not worry about how other teams are doing, just worry about ourselves.
Congratulations on the good game tonight.
Thank you.
Final score tonight, Eau Claire Memorial, the Old Abes top the DC Everest Evergreens 75-61. Our next Everest basketball broadcast a week from tonight at Wausau East. It'll be a boys and girls doubleheader here on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody. Right, one more thing for you, because we're going to do the highlight. We're going to put you on the highlight where you say your name and you say I'm in the house, because it's the highlight house, okay? Hold that. He'll give you the high five.
I'm Cooper Jesperson, and I'm in the house.
Thanks a lot. Guys, congratulations. Have a good night.
Appreciate you guys
Thanks for coming over. Cooper, good job.